What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It is 7:15 p.m. here, and I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for maybe like 45 minutes to an hour. Not too sure how long. Yeah. It's another night of Shadows of the Empire. Actually, I streamed... Did I stream yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. Either way, the last stream that I did was a Shadows of the Empire stream as well. I've just been in the mood, man, to play some Shadows of the Empire. I don't know why. You guys know me. Occasionally, I'll fire this game up, and then I'll just get into a groove where this is all that I want to play for a few streams. And this is stream number 2 in a row. I debated about starting where I left off last stream, but honestly, man, I want to play the beginning again and just run through this. I don't know. I like the beginning of the game more than the last half, so... Anyway, I did yesterday. What's up, Sully? Cole, good to see you, man. And Sully, thank you both for the first super chats and channel supports of the stream. I greatly appreciate that, guys. There we go. Yes, Sully, long story short, yes, I actually started the stream a little earlier just so I'd be able to hop on with you guys. You know what? Let me turn down the game because it's always super loud. And watch, the game's gonna crash. It didn't crash, yay. So yes, I will be hopping on after the stream just for a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I started the stream a little early just to have some more time. Because me and my wife are gonna start a brand new show tonight that we've never watched before, and it was actually on Vince Wynn's recommendation. And I looked into it a little more, and the show sounds fun. Sounds creepy. But, yeah, probably at, like, 8-10, man, I'll hop on. We can shoot the shit for a bit. And Coleslaw, thank you so much for the channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Cole says... Let me start firing on this ATST real quick. Cole says, had the coolest clients. There we go. The other... Well, let me get to the next level here, Cole. One sec. There we go. Cole says, had the coolest clients the other day. They all had Patagonia sun shirts with the Jedi and Rebel logo on them. Told them all about your channel. Oh, no kidding. That's really cool, man. That's really cool. I didn't even know. Were they custom made? I don't even... well, I guess if you want a product, no matter what it is, no matter if it's toilet paper or forks, you're going to find Star Wars it. You know what I mean? So Star Wars branded Patagonia Drywick. I could just kill myself. Shirts. There's no question in my mind that those exist, and you can just buy them on their website. But that's really cool, man. Thanks for spreading the word. It's always, yeah. I have a friend who works or used to work at Letterman, and one of the craziest little moments to me was one of the Letterman writers. My buddy is like a big Star Wars fan, and he asked this Letterman writer if he knew about my channel, and the guy said yeah, and it was just crazy. Dude, a Letterman writer knew about my stupid channel. It's crazy, but yeah, man. So thanks for spreading the word. I appreciate that, Cole. And I'm gonna have to look into that myself. Or maybe not. Maybe not. As a brand, I have a hard time paying for things like that. Like, I mean, yeah, they have a good reputation, quality, yeah. But in my brain, I just sit back and I'm like, I can't pay that much money for Patagonia. I can't do it. But yeah. Rogue Squadron on NC4 was more my jam, but Shadows of the Empire was also really good. Yeah, Indiana Jones. What's up, man? I had, obviously, I had Rogue Squadron on the Nintendo 64. It's still in my guest room right now. And I actually have it on Steam, and I've been trying to figure out how to get it to work so I can stream it. I can run the game fine. It runs great, perfect, whatever. But as soon as I start to stream it, everything just goes to hell. I don't know why. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I definitely, like, growing up between Rogue Squadron and this game, Indiana, I definitely played this game way more. I have memories of playing Rogue Squadron pretty much just with my friends. I feel like, for whatever reason, we used to play it together, just, sitting side by side, taking turns playing the campaign and stuff like that. But Shadows of the Empire is a game that I can't even tell you how many hours, how many times I've played this game through and through. Yeah, it's one of my favorites for sure. Cool. Grant Guthrie, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today. Grant says... Oh. Okay, there we go. Grant says, favorite Star Wars games / sports. Super Racing. In-universe games / sports, I mean. Ooh, that's really tough, because I'm sure there's a lot that I'm really not that familiar with, to tell you the truth. There we go. Well, shit, hold on. There we go. I must have the difficulty turned up a little bit higher, because I feel like there's always, like, 1 or 2 guys here. Not this many. Could be wrong. But, yeah, so I've pod racing in the prequels has always been a cool concept to me. It's never, like, majorly rubbed me the wrong way. Did it serve a purpose in the Phantom Menace? I mean, I guess if you want to say it does, but it was more there for pizzazz, right? A little flash, a little digital test, showing what we can make, right? But as a concept, I always thought it was kind of cool. So I guess pod racing. Swoop bike racing is something that pretty much the only reason that I know about it is because of this game. I don't really know where it appeared in Legends. I don't really know if it ever appears in canon. But I used to play the Episode 1 Racer game as a kid too. I have that on Steam, and I've been trying to stream it, and I run into the same exact issues that I do with Rogue Squadron. I'm able to run the game perfectly fine, and then as soon as I try to stream it, it just crashes. I don't know what's going on, but so yeah, that and obviously Sabak, right? Just because the history behind it. Speaking of Sabak, I actually made a video today, kind of talking about the whole Make Solo 2 Happen thing. That video will probably go up on, and I know I'm super late to the party. I've heard about this campaign for, forever, since it came to fruition, or since it was created rather. But kind of give my 2 cents on it. Might be surprised, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Grant. Yeah, I'm not really completely versed in a lot of the games or the sports and whatnot, so. I remember some Star Wars arcade game on PS1 where I kept dying and the Stormtroopers finds my rebel body. Are you thinking Rebel Assault? Rebel Assault was... yeah, Rebel Assault was a Star Wars game that was, I believe, first released on the PC and PS1. And it definitely felt like it should have been an arcade game. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else you could be thinking of. I've never streamed Rebel Assault, have I? Those are tough games, man. Rebel Assault 1 is pretty forgettable, and I don't care if I ever play it again. Rebel Assault 2 is actually a pretty good game. Oh, no. Rebel Assault 2 is a pretty good game, and, like, back then I thought that was the future of the technology that, that video games were going to have. Yeah, if somebody out there doesn't know, Rebel Assault 2 basically uses like real video footage of people and stuff like that. And I thought that was the future of video games, but Yeah, Bounty Hunter. I wish I could, Stuart. What's up, man? I've never played Star Wars Bounty Hunter because I never had a GameCube or a PlayStation 1 or 2. I don't really remember what it came out on. So, yeah, I never had any of the systems that it released on. And I still, unless it's available on like a Nintendo store for a Wii U, I am unable to play it. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't know what console it's available on right now. And I've looked into it. It's not available on the PC, so maybe one day. Maybe one day it will be. There we go. Oh, yikes. I wish I could turn the music up, but this stream would be taken down. Oh, cool. Pontiac. Yeah, man. Thanks for bringing that up. Actually, I actually had something very similar to bring up when I launched Steam to play this game. Hell Let Loose is having a free weekend. I have not... I've never played Hell Let Loose, and I've been wanting to, so there's a free weekend of the game. I'll check that out this weekend. But of my old favorite vids, and you're doing crime, have you... Oh, yikes. The new Chapter 3 a try with the new maps, game modes, and factions. Pontiac, so I have played... I only played a couple matches. I think I don't think I ever tried the D-Day invasion map. I don't think I did. I did see some people's like videos, you know, gameplay videos of it. But I don't think I played that. I played the Carentan map, which was fun. That game is just great, man. It is like through and through what I want in a shooter. So yeah, I've played a little bit. I've dabbled in it maybe for a couple hours. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the game before, right? But yeah, I love it. If nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about, just maybe Google Postscriptum. You'll see what Pontiac typed in the chat there, and you'll see the game. You'll see the game that I love. It's a really great tactical, hardcore shooter. Oh, interesting. Oh, Wolfman, sorry. I completely didn't hear the little sound effect there. Let me pick up some more Seekers. A little bit more health. It's funny, like, back in the day, man, when this game came out, was it not? I always get confused. Was it 96 or 98? I can never remember. But some of these bosses used to take me forever. Nowadays, like, oh yeah, you just grab your Seekers and fire like 10 rounds, and you'll knock the ATST out. Gotta love it. Wolfman, thank you so much for the channel support. Let me kill this Wampa back here. Oh, I thought there was a Wampa back here. Maybe not. I'm not going to bother. But Wolfman says, bonjour, bonjour. Them skinny legs, though. Me? My skinny legs? I got them skinny legs. I got them runner's legs, man. I got them runner's legs. Good to see you, Wolfman. Silly son of a bitch. Hope you're doing well. Is that from something? I don't know. Is that from something? Sometimes people throw these references on the streams, and whoosh, it goes right over my head. Because I know about like 1% of things that I should know about. I don't know much about a lot. I know a lot about a little. But Wolfman, I appreciate the hell out of that, dude. Hope you're doing well. Missile loading. There we go. Wondering where they were. Awesome. 5 missiles. Let's see. That's how I shoot them. I couldn't remember. Benjamin B, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Extremely generous this afternoon. Hope you're doing well. One sec. Let me read it and then fire. Benjamin B says, I liked 9 when it came out. Can't stand it now. JJ gave into the angry fans. Maybe that's why why folks like the game stories. They have freedom to explore. Also, swoop bike racing shows up in KOTOR 2. Oh, interesting. So I'm assuming you get to control it. Yeah, I'm assuming you get to control the swoop bike. Yeah, I need to, I need to fire it up. It's honestly, like, I'm just waiting for a time when I have a shitload of time to play that game. Like, maybe one day my wife and my daughter will go out of town, and then I'll have like 8 hours during the day to just do like like a KOTOR 2 stream. Maybe one day. But that's like the only scenario that I really want to just dive in and play it for hours, you know? I feel like if I got on and streamed it for an hour, I would... I don't know. It's like... It's one of the types of games that I would want to play for a long, extended period of time. But maybe one day soon. We'll see. Yeah, it's interesting, Ben. You know, I'm not a fan of The Rise of Skywalker. There's very few things that I like about the movie. Mainly the only thing that I really liked was... I thought the relationship between Ben and Rey was handled pretty well. A good carryover... Damn. From their relationship in The Last Jedi. Other than that, nothing really appealed to me about the movie. Everything else just fell completely flat to me. But that being said, I didn't see it as like some kind of meta internet reaction. Does that make sense? I didn't see it as some kind of like response or need to agree to a certain fan base, if that makes sense. I really don't know how to put this into words, but I think maybe we read into it a little too much and take the things that we don't like, the things that maybe didn't hit us, the things that we absolutely despise, we might read into them as being appealing or appeasing certain people that might like that stuff or might have bitched about the opposite stuff, if that makes sense. But instead, maybe it was just a creative decision that had been there for a very long time, you know? And there was no kind of, like, appealing or appeasing angry boys. But, oh, one sec. But, yeah, so... that's I don't know if I at all express that coherently at all. But yeah, you know, it's like, look, I didn't like The Rise of Skywalker. I didn't like it as soon as I got out of the theater. I haven't liked it since. But I guess what? I've only made 2 fucking videos about it. I'm not a reactionary. I don't dwell. The only thing I've dwelled on in the past 9 years of this channel's existence is the special editions. I've made a few videos about that. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, man. Anyway, yeah. Well, what can you do, right? You just what can you do? It's weird, man, because like obviously I was 13 when The Phantom Menace came out, right? I remember the fan reaction back then. I remember going into Titan Comics in Atlanta, Georgia, and I vividly remember people bitching and moaning and complaining about everything. I was one of those people. I'm not a fan. And so, like, it's for one, it's funny to see this kind of cyclical reaction to anything new in Star Wars. I think that's why I've never really... It doesn't bother me, you know? And it's also why when I see something in Star Wars that I don't like, what do? I mean, I'll tell you that I don't like it, but guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to make 100 fucking videos about me not liking a thing. You know? I'll just look forward to the next thing. because this isn't the first time that I haven't liked a piece of Star Wars. And maybe this is the first time a lot of other people have disliked a piece of Star Wars, and it's a little time of coping. You know what I mean? But anyway. Anyway, Ben, I appreciate that, dude. Let me take a quick sip of this coffee before it gets cold. Oh, and Wolfman and Grant, dude, I apologize. I need... Oh, one sec. Dude, thank you, Tim, so much for the kind words and the generous super chat this evening. Oh, you hear my daughter? It's bedtime, and I don't think she wants to go to bed. God. Terrible twos, man. I don't know if you can hear that. Terrible twos. Oh, it's not going to be that bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. But Wolfman, Tim, and Grant, thank you guys so much. Give me a second, Grant and Tim. I got Wolfman right ahead of you, but I will absolutely get to your super chats ASAP. I'm a long-winded son of a bitch. But Wolfman, thank you so much for the channel support. Good news, I binged the saga with my mom recently. Bad news, French dubbing. I'm a proud French Canadian, but you can hear her, really? Oh, she wants to say goodnight to me. Okay, I'm going to go tell her goodnight. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to minimize this game. Give me 1 second, all right? I will be right back. Give me 30 seconds. Guess what happened? Shadows of the Empire crashed. All right, let me launch it again. No worries. There we go. All right, so Wolfman, thank you so much. I apologize, guys. Wolfman, Grant, and Tim, thank you for the patience. My daughter just wanted to say night-night. I've never... Terrible twos. Terrible twos. Of course I want to say night-night. If like, nowadays, if she doesn't get her way, I want a peanut butter cracker. Well, we're about to eat dinner. I want a peanut butter cracker. It's crazy, man. So like she's got to where she's kind of a hellion nowadays. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, I'll start back right here. Ord Mantell. All right, Wolfman, thank you so much for the super chat. Good news, I binged the saga with my mom. Recently, bad news, French dubbing. I'm a proud French Canadian, but I hate dubbing. Erg, FRCA. Yeah, if I've ever had... I can't remember the last time that I watched a movie that had dubbed English. Or dubbing, for that matter. I honestly... Golly, it's probably been since I was a kid watching some, like... I don't know, I don't know. I can't even remember. I definitely have zero to. I do not like it. It always has felt super goofy to me. I don't understand how people prefer it over subtitles. I don't know. You don't get the same inflection in voice. You just don't get the same feeling if you don't like if somebody in another language is saying something, an actor is saying something in another language, they can still convey their emotion despite you not being able to understand what they're saying, right? I would rather have that than a dubbed voice that probably sounds goofy, and I would definitely rather have subtitles. But that's pretty fun. Binge watching Star Wars with your mom. I saw The Force Awakens with my parents. My controller. Come on. My controller. There we go. I saw The Force Awakens with both of my parents. My mom, she loved Daisy Ridley in that movie. My mom, I remember getting out of the theater and she was like, I like that Rey. I was like, oh yeah? She was like, yeah, she just runs so cute, is what my mom said. I was like, oh yeah, I guess so, I suppose. It's funny, the things that certain people pick up on in movies. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that, Wolfman. And Grant Guthrie, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Grant says, play KOTOR. Yeah, I played a little bit of it, 2 years ago maybe now. Just for maybe 8 hours total on a couple streams. I enjoyed it. It was a case of me. It's like these types of games right here, like Shadows of the Empire or Battlefront 2, things like that. I'm completely able to just go on autopilot and play this game and pay attention to the chat. With a game like KOTOR, an RPG that I haven't played since it came out, and I never really played it to begin with back then. It's a little more difficult because I need to pay attention to the game. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So eventually I'll play a game like that. I've had so many people, Ben included, that just tell me to skip on over towards KOTOR 2. And I might just do that, man. I might just do that. But anyway, Grant, a lot of people echo your desire. No, I appreciate that. Let me see. I think my PC specs are down in the video description. I could be wrong about that. I might have erased them. All right. Let's jump. Okay. Boom. I think I need to jump back over. I can never remember the pattern here. Yeah, I think I need to. No! There we go. I won't even bother. Boop. And Tim Goodfellow, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support this evening. I greatly appreciate that, man. Tim says, having a rough go at life, but your show brings my spirits up. Thanks for the entertainment. Keep up the good work. May the force be with you. Right back at you, Tim. May the force be with you as well. I hope it's nothing too crazy, nothing too serious, and if it is, I hope whatever it is manageable. But I really appreciate the kind words there. Those kind words, knowing that people are knowing that you, Tim, are getting something out of it. I have, it's crazy because I have, a couple YouTube channels or shows or podcasts that I listen to that kind of are my go-tos, when things are stressful or whatnot. And to know that this little silly ass corner of the internet that I get to cultivate a little community out of is that some people get something cool out of it, is mind-blowing to me. It never will not be mind-blowing. But dude, Tim, thank you so much for the support. Channel survives because of you guys. And I will keep up I'm not going to say good because I'm not going to pat myself on the back. I'll keep having fun. How about that, Tim? I'll keep having fun. But I appreciate that, dude. And I hope whatever it is comes and goes quick. But I appreciate that, man. Alright, here we go. Whoa, yikes. Been playing this for 20-something damn years. And I forgot that guy was around the corner. Star Wars Minecraft mod. Is that a thing? I know, I mean, people have made a lot of Star Wars stuff. My Discord... Oh, that reminds me. I need to talk to those guys tonight about... and ask them about the Minecraft server. If you guys are on Discord, which I'm assuming you are, go down in the video description below. Join the Discord server. I don't know how often they do anything on the Minecraft server, but those guys built an entire, like... Dude, it's crazy. They built an entire, like, Star Wars land in a HelloGreedo Minecraft server. Jabba's Palace. I mean, they built Disneyland. It's crazy, dude. It is crazy. Yeah. Nuts. Go check it out. You hear those terrible twos? I'm still hearing them. Man, yeah, like I said, it's crazy. Like, for lunch or dinner, she used to be such a good eater. If anybody listening to me right now has kids, you know. But, like, now it is... She will just shove her plate, and there's no... It's completely irrational, you know. Just, it's not her not comprehending yes and no, or wanting something and not understanding you have to wait, or it's just, you know, she doesn't know how to... I don't know. I'm sure I'm babbling like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't. This is both the best level and the hardest level. Yeah, it's definitely the longest, or no, not the longest. I think the next one is the longest, but yeah, I'm not a fan of this level that much. I remember it being a lot more difficult back in the day, but like nowadays it's just running through the motions. I've played this so many times, you know. And even IG-88 is so easy to kill. I just go into a corner, get my Seekers out or whatever other weapon I have, and just blow the hell out of them. But I don't know what my favorite level is. Probably the next one. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Damn, I can't remember what it's called. French Canadian Wolfman, once again, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Hope you're doing well, and hope you and Mom had fun. Wolfman says, let me turn on get my Seekers out, see if I can blast IG-88 really easily here. Get behind this health. This is like my go-to plan whenever I encounter IG-88. He'll like drop right in front of me, and I'll just fire all my Seekers at him. Come on, dude. Oh, you punk. Oh, you running? Oh, he's got 49% health. Like, it's so funny, man. Back in the day, I remember being terrified of of IG-88 in this map, this level, I mean, and just pattern recognition, I suppose. Oh no, I'm not lined up. There we go. French Canadian Wolfman. So I used to watch hockey a little bit, here and there, not like, you know, I never really followed it that much, but I would go to some local hockey games when we had a team here called the Jacksonville Barracuda. It wasn't even like minor league or whatever it's called. It was below that, but that was fun. The team that I did follow for a couple years, maybe 10 years ago, was Tampa Bay Lightning. That was really the only team that I ever followed, and that was when St. Louis was on the team. So I don't know how long that's been. So yeah, I have a really good friend who's played hockey all of his life. He played college hockey. We used to go to his games. But no, I wouldn't say that I've ever been a huge viewer of it. I always enjoy watching it whenever I can. But it's not a sport that I've go out of my way to watch, if that makes sense. Come on, shoot up, shoot up. Can't shoot up like on the N64 with this controller. There we go. Except for when the auto aim kicks in. So yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning. Other than that, unless you count like when I was 9 years old and I thought I was a hockey fan by having a Sergei Fedorov jersey. That's about it. But I'm sure that's your world, right? It's crazy. How different, like, yeah, the buddy I was just talking about is from Minnesota, and originally from Minnesota. Lives up north again now. But, dude, it's that up there, that world is hockey. And down here in Florida, in Jacksonville, like, nobody cares about hockey. Nobody cares about hockey around here. Yeah, we just got another Jacksonville, like, whatever minor league team. I don't even think it's minor league, but they're called the Jacksonville Icemen. They're fun games to go to, but I don't think anybody really gives a shit. It's just like cheap beer and a thing to do, right? Yep, Wilhelm Scream. There you go. That was a poor man's Wilhelm Scream right there. No, that slipping and sliding gets you. Nobody in England seems to care about. It's interesting, like, Stuart, does anybody there talk about American football? I'm curious, but I know the Jags go over there and play once a year, or maybe twice a year now. I can't remember. Maybe they were petitioning for twice a year. But sometimes when they show those games, maybe they make it seem like people give more of a shit than they actually do. I always think, like, nobody... The people in the stands, maybe they care, or maybe they're just going to these games as just kind of a novelty experience, you know? No, nobody cares? I love it. It's a good time. Brits do talk about American football. Oh, yeah? Okay. Interesting. I feel like in the past... maybe 10 years or so, over the past 10 years, do you like how all of my references are like, maybe 10 years ago? I feel like it was about 10 years. But in the past 10 years, I would say soccer, football, has kind of gained a pretty surprising following in the States, or at least around here. We have the Jacksonville Armada. I don't even know what the league or whatever you would call it is that they're in. But yeah, people seem to care a lot more about soccer than they ever did. And I don't know. It used back in the day, it used to only be like the World Cup. People would only care about that. But I feel like a lot of people follow soccer. A lot of my buddies. I've never been into it, but that's the world sport. I've never gotten into it. There we go. Okay. 21 health. I am going to die. Nope, maybe not. There we go. 54 health. Wolfman and Grant and Sully, thank you so much for the channel support, guys. Once again. Wolfman. One sec. Let me blast him. There we go. All right. Wolfman says St. Louis and I don't even remember. Le Cavalier. I can't remember. Former Lightning captains are the French Canadian province or Quebec like me. Oh, are from. My aunt is friends with his mother and got me a sign. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. Small world. Yeah, I used to actually have a St. Louis jersey. I still have it. Actually, I might have given it to Goodwill in the move. I take that back. I might have gotten rid of it. I might have gotten rid of that. If I didn't get rid of it, it's currently in the attic in a box that has a bunch of old T-shirts in it. But yeah, I used to have a St. Louis jersey when I vaguely, slightly followed the team. Never went to a game. The only hockey games that I've ever been to were, like I said, the Jacksonville Barracuda, the Jacksonville Icemen, and also the Atlanta Knights, which was not an NHL team, but it was whatever, 2 steps below maybe NHL. I really don't know. So I've never gone to an NHL game, I don't think. Only gone to, is it minor league? I don't know. But dude, those are so much fun. Nothing to lose. That's cool, man. And I appreciate that, Wolfman. Boop. Oh! Good thing I got a jetpack. And Grant Guthrie, which Star Wars main characters of any film do you feel could beat in a no-rules... do you feel you could beat in a no-rules fist fight? Let me take a quick sip of my coffee. Grant, so let me read that again. Which Star Wars main characters of any film do you feel you could beat in a no-rules fist fight? How about there are rules, and the rules is you can't use the Force, okay? That's the rule. I could beat Luke. I have no question in my mind that I could beat Luke. Yeah, if we're talking no Force, I could beat. I'll beat Jake Lloyd Anakin. Jar Jar for sure. Unless he uses his feet and his ears. I think Jar Jar would be a little tougher than you might think. He's got some pretty big biceps. Who else? Now, it would be irresponsible and sacrilege if I said I could beat Han, right? So no. Who else we got? Who else can I think of? Obi-Wan. I think I got a decent amount of height on Obi-Wan. Somebody look up the Wikipedia and tell me what canon Obi-Wan height is. I'm curious. Luke. I'm not gonna say Jar Jar. I think Jar Jar in a fist fight. He's got the height. He's got the ears. He's got the feet that could probably beat your ass too. I don't know what that translates to. I'm an idiot American. Oh. There we go. Boom. There we go. Boom. So, yeah. I'm gonna say Hayden Christensen Anakin. Jake Lloyd Anakin. Definitely Palpatine. Elderly gentleman. Most, I suppose. But yeah, that rule is acceptable. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like, if any of these characters could use the Force, it would be game over for me, right? Game over. But anyway, I appreciate that, man. I love silly ass questions like that. It's always fun. Did this one open? Yeah, I think this is the right one. Maybe it's the next one. Woo! Is that full health? Yeah, okay. Obi-Wan is 6 feet. I got 2 inches on Obi-Wan then. All right, I got the reach. Let's see. Boop. Boom. Cool. Oh, yikes. So, Sully. And Wolfman once again. Sorry, man. I got Wolfman, Sully, Grant, Wolfman, and Wolfman. All right. Sorry, guys. It was all jumbled up on my screen. There we go. Sully, Arthur, you've lost faith in me. Arthur, you've lost. That's not a good. Oh shit! What's his name? Don't tell me. Don't tell me what his name is. I play this game. This is the only game that I've played in like 2 years. Oh my god! And they say his name all the time. It starts with a D. What is his name? What is his name? What is his name? What is his name? This is bothering me, man. Dutch. His name is Dutch. His name is Dutch. And Arthur has lost faith in him. I love that game so much, Sully. I think Stuart asked earlier, and I meant to answer it. No, I've never played the online stuff. Dude, I haven't had an online... I haven't had an Xbox online multiplayer profile. I don't know how long it's been, to tell you the truth. I honestly don't know how long it's been. 3 years, maybe, since the last time that I had an Xbox Live subscription. Just don't do any multiplayer gaming. No. But, yeah. I love that game so much, Sully. It's just endless entertainment for me. It's endless exploration. I just, every time I launch the game, it's some new experience. And, God, I love it. I love it so much. I'm only like 50-something% done with the game. And I've logged like 50-something hours in it. And I'm in no rush to beat it. And even only a little more than halfway through the main story, I already feel like it's my favorite game of all time, to tell you the truth. Just, yeah, it's crazy, man. Love it. I love it so much. But I appreciate that, man. Somebody else? Yeah, this must be on a higher difficulty, because I don't remember so many dudes being in here. Bop, 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 bop. And French Canadian Wolfman, once again, thank you so much for the channel support this evening. Wolfman says, hockey's life in my city of Montreal, 24 cups, Obi-Wan is 1.8 meters. So that, like I said, I'm an idiot American and we don't speak in meters. But apparently that is 6 feet. And as I said, I got 2 inches on Obi-Wan. So I think that'll come into play and when we get into fisticuffs with the old chap. But, yeah, man. Yeah, so I would say it's definitely not... Hockey isn't even a thought down here, broadly speaking. I think the biggest thing... Obviously, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, our professional NFL football team. That's huge here. Everybody loves the Jags, which means everybody shits on the Jags, right? But equally to it, I would say, and this probably is true for a lot of anybody in the stream who lives in the South, or maybe not necessarily in the South, but I think college football is probably bigger in the South than a lot of other places. college football is equally as huge as any NFL game, team, whatever that's down here. Like, Florida Gators around me and the Seminoles, and then you got Alabama's really close to here too, and Georgia's right around the corner. And there's all these teams that are within a pretty, all these great teams, Clemson, all these great teams that are in this pretty compact SEC region. Not all the teams that I mentioned are in the SEC, but or maybe they were. I can't even remember who I mentioned. But yeah, it's just like these statewide rivalries in college football. It's enormous, absolutely enormous. Yeah, Gator Bowl comes around, the city just goes crazy. Come on now, Mr. Fett. I guess I should be using a different weapon. But the Slave 1 just gets decimated when I use Pulse on it. There we go. All right. But anyway, Wolfman, I appreciate that. 2 inches on Obi. College football. Okay. And that is how you beat Slave 1. Boom! Playing this game for 22 damn years, Miguel. And I've been saying it. What movie? Oh! Nice. Oh, wow. That's already been an hour. Crazy. I think this is exactly where this is exactly where I left off last stream. So like an hour in, I'm already halfway through the game. This game is really short. If you just blow through it, it is a very, very short game. But it's fun, man. One of my favorites. Let's turn on some tunes and hang out for a little bit. Just a couple minutes. Yeah, I love this game. I remember getting it for Christmas the year it came out. And it was 98, right? Or 96. I can never remember. 96, okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, 96. In December of 96, I would have been 10. So, yeah, I remember getting Shadows of the Empire on the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, along with Mario 64, and I think those were the 2 games that I got for Christmas. And, just being completely blown away. That game is just... Yeah, I mean, like I've said before, it's probably all nostalgia, right? If I go back and try to play some of the games that you guys played back in the day when you were kids, like, I don't know. I don't even know, like, Bounty Hunter or Republic Commando, which I've tried to play before. I just don't have the appreciation for games that I didn't play back then. It's probably the same case. Maybe if you didn't play Shadows of the Empire, you'd fire it up and you'd be like, what the hell is the big deal about this stupid game, right? But because I played it back in the day, it is just like a gem forever tacked into my brain as one of my favorite Star Wars games of all time. But yeah, it's great. It's great, man. Love it. Caleb, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. I greatly appreciate that channel support this evening. Hope you're doing well. Hello there, General Kenobi. I'm assuming you don't have to work tonight, but yeah, I've actually never played any. So yeah, Caleb, I'm trying to think. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm probably going to end up doing an afternoon stream tomorrow afternoon. And let me think. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else going on. Yeah, if you're around maybe at like 1:30 p.m., 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m., around that time, I'll play some Battlefront maybe. You know, maybe 30 minutes of Battlefront and then 30 minutes of just a Lightspeed Lounge. But if you're around, let's shoot it. Let's do it to it. But what is the mug? Oh, the mug. Yeah. It's just a silly thing that whenever a super chat comes in, money dumps into the mug and it fills up, and then eventually I think it kind of pours out. It's kind of just a silly thing to have on the screen, like a tip jar. But yeah. Pepsi, what's up, man? Whoa, I'm late. I've never actually seen anyone play Shadows of the Empire or played it myself. Oh, really? Yeah, it's fun. It's probably pretty cheap on Steam right now, right? Let's see. Oh, I gotta restart Steam. How much is it on Steam? Let's see. It is. Oh, it's $6. So if you have a PC, whatever. I mean, I'm sure any PC could run this. I'm sure it's, whatever you got is probably fine. $6 to play one of my favorite Star Wars games, and it runs great on the computer. It is such a smooth Nintendo 64 to PC transfer. I'm blown away every time I fire it up. It's so surprising to me that it's one of the best old games that I've ever played on a modern PC. It's nuts. What the hell is that noise? Oh, it's telling me that I have a controller plugged in, and if I want to switch to big picture mode. Not at the moment. Let's see. Anybody ever play that Plague? A Plague Tale Innocence? Anybody ever play that? It's appealed to me for a while. I've been wanting to try it. Also, Hell Let Loose is having a free weekend. I'm never played that, but I've played Postscriptum, which is apparently very similar to it, a lot. So I'm going to try that. Anyway. Grant Guthrie and Caleb, thank you so much for the super chats right before I jet. Grant says, that's how I am with Starfighter and Jedi Starfighter. Has my favorite Legends character name. So, I don't think I've ever played either. Let me look up the covers. That's how I know if I've played them. Starfighter. Star Wars Starfighter, there's that one, and the other one was Jedi Starfighter. I recognize... I think I've played Star Wars Starfighter. I do not recognize the Jedi Starfighter cover. I just figured out why, Grant. Jedi Starfighter was only released on the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. I didn't own either of those systems. Star Wars Starfighter was released on the PC. So I vividly remember this cover, and yeah, I played it for sure. I wonder if is that on Steam? Man, I should just start playing more Starfighter. Yeah, it is on Steam. Cool. $6. Hey, how about this, Grant? Maybe I'll go ahead and play it. Maybe that'll be one of the next games that I stream if it runs all right. That'd be cool. So yeah, definitely remember playing this. Definitely remember the cover at least, and don't really have many memories of it. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Those certain old games, man. You grow up with them, you love them through and through, and you want to play them, and then you have that love forever and ever about the game, and then you try to play somebody else's game that they grew up with, and you're like, I just don't have the love for this. It's just, yeah, it's not working for me. But anyway, I appreciate that, Grant. And Caleb Kemp says, the earlier the better. I have to work at 2:15. I'll see what I can. I probably won't be able to hop on until like the earliest 1:30. So let's call it a wash. We'll schedule something another time. Maybe sometime this weekend we can work something out. But yeah, we'll talk about it. Usually I'll put my daughter down for a nap like at 12:30 or 1, and it might take her 30 minutes to fall asleep. And then sometimes she doesn't. But anyway. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Why not? Star Wars Starfighter. $6. Nice. But I appreciate that, Caleb. so I got a jet. Earn Steam points for this purchase. What the hell do you do with Steam points? I've never noticed that before. I have...
Radical 3.
Oh, Radical. Grant, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Extremely generous this evening, man. I greatly appreciate that. Grant says Radical, and as the robot said, or as the robot thought you said, 3. Radical 3? Radical Heart. So, yeah, it's installing... now it's installing, so I'll see how if I'm able to stream it. I'm unable to stream Rogue Squadron or the Star Wars pod racing game for whatever reason. Just my computer does not or my streaming software does not recognize that the window is up. Yeah, I'll try to figure out if I can get this working, and maybe the next stream that I do. Since you're usually on in the evening, and I'm assuming you're going to want to see it, I'll plan on doing an evening stream of Starfighter. But dude, thank you so much for the ridiculously generous super chats this evening, and not only this evening, but this entire month so far, dude. I appreciate the shit out of it. And yeah, hell yeah, on to Starfighter. Feel that nostalgia. Well, I'm curious if when I fire it up, it'll all come back to me. I do, like I said, I do remember the cover. I do remember owning it. But it's just one of those things where, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, Grant, I appreciate the hell out of it. All right, guys. It's time for me to jet. Hop on with the mods for a couple minutes in the Discord server. So to everybody who tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in, listening to my stupid voice and watching me play one of my favorite games. To everybody who super chatted, from Grant to Wolfman to Caleb to Sully to Tim to Ben to Cole, I appreciate it, guys. The channel survives because of you. And yeah, I'll probably do an afternoon stream, probably either a Lightspeed Lounge or a little Battlefront action. And then maybe sometime during the weekend. You guys know me. I got 3 videos, 3 easy, simple videos scheduled for the weekend. So, nothing crazy. But, all right, everybody. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever the hell you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya.